All right, I'm here interviewing Miss Elizabeth Reyes. We're here to talk about how she has come her way to becoming an art teacher, which is something that I want to pursue in my career. It's a career that I want to pursue. We're gonna go ahead and ask her a few questions about her career and how did she get to the point to where she is now. So the first question we want to ask is, what made you pursue a career in art?
First off, Melissa, thank you for it's a privilege to be interviewed and to help future generations of teachers and to share my experiences. But what made me want to pursue a career in art is, I think even when I was in middle school, when I was a middle school student, I wanted to be a middle school teacher. I think middle school was just a fun time. I was moldable, my mind was moldable. And as I got older, my intentions were to work for Pixar. My intentions were to be working on the next big feature films from Pixar and Disney. And that just wasn't what was planned for me. So I came back home and I thought to myself, well, I can help make others versions of me that can pursue art and that can go into careers, and I'd be more of an impact being on the other side, being the teacher side, and inspiring other students and inspiring the younger generation to keep the art field strong and going. And so when I started teaching, I actually became a middle school teacher, and I was able to inspire future young artists to achieve a dream that I still have, but hopefully they can get there before me and they can tell me all about it.
Okay. Very good. Moving along, okay. Let's see. How many years of college did it take for you to get to where you are now?
A lot. Because you can't just have that perfect plan and everything's gonna work. Well, you can, but life happens.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I went into college not even having being a teacher in mind. I went into college wanting to be an architect, and got my associates in business, and just wasn't happy with that degree. Well, I was gonna merge business with a BA in business or computer science, and later get into architecture, but I just didn't grasp the curriculum. I didn't like it, so I switched my major and ended up going into the art field because it was still hands-on. I could still be detail-oriented with my artwork, and so that was 2 years for an associate's, another 2.5 years for my BA, and then I wasn't quite satisfied with the BA program, so I wanted more. So I went and got my BFA in 2D animation and illustration. So that was another 2.5 years. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7. And then even while in my teaching profession, I started teaching in 2007. In 2011, I wanted to pursue my master's in art education because I needed to be that much more better, if that's a sentence, of a teacher for my students. So total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years.
10 years. Wow. All right. Were there any bumps on the road for you as you went along for your career?
No, I'm blessed. Other than being still a young kid and getting into some trouble when I was doing my associates. But other than that, I had full support from my family. I went to school full-time, taking 12, 15 hours, and also working full-time, 40 plus hours. So if any struggle or bumps in the road that I had, it was a financial sacrifice of working full-time and being a student full-time. It was probably the only really bump challenge in the road, but it wasn't enough for me to get off the road. They weren't big enough bumps to have me give up my dream to complete something. Because once I start something, I finish it.
Okay. Sounds very good. Okay. And from your personal perspective, was this career a high, moderate, or slight financial investment?
It was high. It's high. I'm not gonna lie. I, it's high. It just depends where you go to school, what kind of loads you take, how much you max out on your student loans, or if you just take the bare minimum. It really depends on the school that you go to, what your major is, depending on supplies and time and rent. So it's a high investment. Not just to be a teacher, but I guess just going to art school. But you got to go to art school to become an art teacher. So being an art student alone is a costly degree. You're going to try to large.
All right. And last question before we finish, I would like to ask, what do you like most about your job?
What I like most about the job is when you have a student and when you get to see them hold the pencil and they put it to the paper, and in that moment that they're one with their pencil and the paper, you get to see an innocence come out. And I have to provide a safe place for that innocence to come through from deep inside, to come out on paper, and for them to be vulnerable and expose their inner child to me. And that's something I take very seriously, because I have to provide a safe place for my students to be free and to be creative without being judged. So it's more than just being an art teacher. It's I have to get in touch with their spirit. And once that moment happens and I can see them be free with me, that makes all those long hours in the studio and working full time and walking to school and carrying my portfolio and getting run over on a number 15 bus through Chinatown, it just makes it all worth it. And all the sacrifice and student loans that I'm paying, it just reminds me that's why I did all that. Is to have see that moment with that student and to see their face when they've created something. It's just priceless.
All right. This was a very good interview. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. And this is the end of our interview. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys.